Sorry, y'all. My phone died while outside. But I don't even know what I was saying. I can't remember, but um and then my Facebook Live is acting up. But what I want to say is this right here. Like I said, I was prophesied to March of 2018 that 2018 was going to be the best year for me. And literally 2018 was not looking like the best year for me at all by far. I was in um I was in a relationship that basically was not good for me. But you live and you learn. I was in between jobs, and not only that, my health began to like go down. I was stressed out. It was just so much going on with me. So to me, you couldn't have told me that 2018 was going to be the best, be my best year by far. um and I didn't understand it. I really, truly, truly, truly did not understand it at all. So what happened was, 4th of July, I got into an altercation, and that was like an eye opener for me. August of 2018, I was like, you know what? I get it. I got it. And I went through I mean, God was doing some things in me in August. Needless to say, I ended up getting a good job. And then things began to look up for me. Again, I didn't understand where was the best year. How was 2018 was going to be the best year for me? So I was going between not knowing, like I didn't know who I was spiritually. I had gotten to a brick wall spiritually and didn't know whether I was coming or going because I didn't know which way to go. I was hearing God, but I wasn't listening, and I wasn't walking like I should have been walking. And obedience is better than sacrifice. I'm learning that now. So 2018, I must say, has been the best year this far for me, because I went through a lot of growing pains, and I went through a lot of maturing spiritually. And I could honestly say that I am so happy and such at a peace spiritually, because I never felt this before. And just to be where I'm at, so I might not have the best year in the world, but spiritually, 2018 has been a good birthing year for me. It really has truly been a awesome birthing year for me. And I love what I've been going through during this birthing season. I didn't like the contractions. Nope. I did not like the contractions. I did not like, I promise you, birthing is beautiful, but I don't like the contractions. But I love the midwives that God has placed in my life to help finish birthing me. I met one of my sisters, my son, godmother. I used to vent to her so much. I mean, I used to vent to Michelle like it was nothing. And I called Michelle and I told her, I said, I'm tired. She said, good, because now I can talk to you. She told me about a woman of God that she had been following, and she said, I just really think you should come here. I just really think you really need to come to the they were having a revival. And she said, you really need to come. You really need to come. I said, and I was like, well, I ain't going. Because I'm very, y'all, people that know me, I'm very funny about where I step my feet on. And I called, I said, well, I'll come. I went. I went. The best decision I've made. I went. And I'm glad I listened to God because I wasn't going to go. I got in the car with Michelle and I said, Michelle, when I get there, I'm sitting in the back. I don't want nobody praying to me. I don't want nobody prophesying to me. I'm just coming. And I was only coming to be supportive because she had been inviting me. And now that I love seeing what God was doing in my sister's life. She's not my blood sister. She's my spiritual sister. But blood can make us no closer because she has seen me go through my growing pains also. And I was loving what I was seeing, what God was doing, how God was transitioning her. And I sat in that back. I sat in the back and then I began to just flow with the Spirit. And it's the best decision I made. And I'm glad I am where I am spiritually because it's still a growing and birthing season. When you birth something spiritually, and God deals with me about this birthing because it's a lot of birthing taking effect this season. And dealing with this birthing it's like when you're birthing, once you have birthed your baby, when you birth a baby, what's next? You take the baby home. You begin to love on that baby. You begin to nurse that baby. You begin to feed that baby. You begin to watch this baby grow. You begin to see the baby fall sometimes. You begin to see the baby crawl. I mean, you go through the steps of watching your baby grow. So I can only say this, and I tell God thank you. I truly tell God thank you for those that have labored with me, those that have seen me go through so much spiritually. I can only tell you all thank you, like literally thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You do not understand the depths of how much laboring that they did with me, how much praying and fasting they did for me on my behalf, how much interceding and intercessions they may have gone through with me, how many times they stayed on the phone with me where I cried and wailed out to God and where I just didn't understand. But you know what? They never let go of my hand while I was in the midst of my birthing. They never let go of my hand when the contractions got too strong for me. They never let go of my hand when I wanted to give up pushing. Instead, they coached me through pushing through those contractions. And I am blessed. I am literally blessed. So yes, 2018 has been the best year for me. And 2018 is not even done just yet. You get what I'm saying? I'm not even done with 2018. But I'm so blessed with what 2018 has, what I've witnessed and what 2018 has brought me. I've come from so much from the beginning of 2018. I really have. To where I can literally say, those flesh wounds are no longer flesh wounds. They are healed. You understand? Like I'm at a place of peace where I am literally at peace. I can smile and be really, truly, sincerely smiling. And it is a smile from the inside as well on the outside. I'm no longer crying because I'm hurting. I'm crying because of the joy that God has given me on the inside. I'm crying because I actually trust and believe in God to heal me from the inner to the outer. Like I'm trusting God. I've never trusted God the way I trust him like now. And when you get to that place where you can just trust God like never before, it feels so good because I've literally been watching God do things in my life. I've been watching God do things in people's lives that are close to me. And I'm just so happy for them. I'm overjoyed for them because I'm like, God, look at you showing out. But I'm thankful. Because God is moving and he's doing so much. God is omnipotent. God is so amazing. God is undescribable. God can do anything but fail. And he give us strength. And when I felt as though that I was literally weak, I felt like I couldn't go on, there was God. God began to fix me up on the inside first. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I had so much animosity and anger in me. From March to probably August, I had a lot of animosity and anger in me. Literally, I had a lot. And in a matter of time, because I decided to surrender and tell God, hey, I can't do this no more, Lord. I surrender. I surrender. And by me surrendering and literally allowing God to just begin to use me and me just being obedient and me submitting, God literally has shown me, hey, I'm getting ready to show you what love really is. I'm getting ready to show you. Just take my hand. And I took God's hand. And he began to clean me up. He began to show me what love is. He began to show me what kindness is. God began to show me that there are not every Christian out there is bad. Not everybody is out there to pimp my anointing or to use me or to shut me up or anything. Like, he began to literally show me real, genuine people. Literally. God showed me so much unconditional love. Like, he loved on me like no other. And his love is so unconditional. His love is so, it's different. You can't even describe God's love. And the love that he has given me, I fell in love with Jesus all over again. I fell in love. And because I've fallen in love with him, I just want to serve God and do what thus says the Lord. And on Judgment Day, I want to hear, well done, my servant. I feel so good. I feel so good. And I take it one day at a time. I take it one day at a time. I love who I am becoming. I love how I'm transitioning. I love the birthing. I love everything about me. I can love you all and everyone in my family, everyone that's near and dear to me. I can love you all properly now. I can love you all the right way. I don't have to be mad and angry. I don't have to be always hostile. I don't have to be loud. I can be soft-spoken and still have a life and still be fun-loving and outgoing without the profanity, without, all the other extra stuff. I can be that person that God has called me to be. And I love the fact that I answered him when he called this time. Because if I wouldn't have answered him this time, my life would have been nothing pretty. And I'm happy. So those that know me, those that have labored with me, those that understand where I've been and where I'm coming from, I'm just here because I want to help someone get saved and someone know who God is. Like, I literally, that's what I truly want to do. I really do. I started my YouTube channel as well, and it's called Just Candy Bean. Everyone that know me know I'm very transparent. I don't mind sharing anything because I've been there. I've done that. So I just want to be as transparent as I can. And I just want to let everyone that's not saved and that is straddling the fence, they don't know you know, if God can love you, if you know, because of this, that. Let me tell you something. I used to go to church. I used to go to the club, literally. I used to go to the club. I've been and went to work that early that morning, Saturday morning. Been and got off Saturday evening. Been and went home, fixed me a drink. Been and got me some good, turn around, do whatever I had to do, and then go to the club that night. Leave the club at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, then turn around, go do something else I ain't got no business doing, and then knowing Sunday morning coming and would know that I have to sing in the choir, and I will go to church. I would take a shower, and I'm just being real. I will take a shower wherever I was at. I'll take a shower, get dressed, and I remember one time, I was getting dressed and I was with someone, and the dude looked at me. He said, "You really getting up going to church?" I said, "Yes, I need to hear a word. All the sinning I just did, I still need a word." And I went to church, and I mean, I was half high, and then I had a hangover, and then I was singing in the choir, and I still turned around and got up and went to church because I still knew God then. Get what I'm saying? And I couldn't judge nobody, and I wouldn't dare judge anyone that is right now doing what I was doing, because at least they know God. And they are trying to get it together, because back then I was trying to get it together, but I couldn't get it together because there was no one pushing me, or even if they seen the anointing on my life, they wasn't trying to let me know that I was anointed. They weren't even trying to help me get saved and get right and get cleaned up. But we're not going to talk about those people. But I will say this. I'll talk about the ones from the time that I started having when I went into my last 4 kids. My last 4 kids are what basically done pushed me to where I'm at now. Because it was people that was like, "Hey, look, you are blessed. You're anointed. God got so much in store for you. Girl, what is you doing with your life?" And they began to speak life into me. And then not only that, they seen what I was going through spiritually. I was in a spiritual warfare. Literally. I was battling depression. I was battling bipolar. I was battling schizophrenia. I was battling some mental health illness issues. I had suicidal thoughts. I mean, I was going through some things, you all. Do you hear me? And God put people in my life, some for a season, some for a lifetime, that began to help me get to where I needed to be, which is where I'm at right now. And I tell God, thank you. We've all done things that we can't take back. I have no regrets at all. None. Because God gave me a choice and I chose to go wrong. It's called free will. But however, I tell God, thank you for healing and for deliverance. Because without those, I wouldn't be able to be on this live sharing bits and pieces of my testimony with you all at all. I went through so much for 2018. This year alone has been a roller coaster. But you know how the roller coaster go like this? It keep going like this. It go like this. It go like this. It go like this. But then finally, when you get ready to get off the roller coaster, you go down like this. And it stops. That's where I'm at. I was up and down, up and down. Like the song, the old song saying, emotional roller coaster. I was on a spiritual roller coaster. I was on a spiritual roller coaster. And finally, I'm out. No longer going up and down. And I'm not going to. But I just tell you all, thank you just for listening today. But I just want to share that with you all. And I'll bring it back again. Because when Overseer Eric Miller told me, March of 2018, hey, Sister LaShawn, God told me to tell you this is going to be your best year. And I was like, no, it's not. But I held on to that. Even though I didn't think it was, I held on to that. And because I had faith enough to know, okay, God, this is going to be my best year, I held on to it. And it came to pass. 2018 has been the best year for me this far. It's not over yet, because I still got a couple more days left in 2018. But I can only imagine what 2019 has in store for me. I just know that God is doing wonders. Do you hear me? I just know that, and I just trust him. So I just want to encourage someone today, and I just want to tell you all, hey, don't look at everything in the natural eye. Look at it spiritually. I had to stop looking at things in the natural, in the world, and I had to begin to look at things spiritually. And I tell God, thank you that he began to open my eyes and allow me to see the things that I needed to see spiritually. See, like I said, when I was told that 2018 was going to be the best year for me, I wasn't looking at it in the spiritual. I was looking at it in the natural. But my God, spiritually, this has been the best year thus this far. Ask God to remove the scales off your eyes so that you can see everything that he wants you to see spiritually. Ask God to guard your ear gate so that you can only hear him and nothing else. God can do all things but fail, and understand that and trust that. Do you hear me? When you're feeling a tug and a pull between the world and being saved, choose to be saved. Trust me, the walk isn't easy. It's not. But it's about the obedience and the sacrifice and your commitment. It's definitely about those. And that is something that I am learning. I am learning the obedience. I am learning the sacrifice. I'm learning the commitment. That's where I'm at right now. I'm learning the commitment. I'm learning God breaking off soul ties off of me. God, I tell you, thank you. God is like literally doing things, because if you had an addiction, God can heal you from that. He can definitely heal you from that. He really can. And I just trust God, and I know God can do all things but fail. And you have to. You have to. So it's so much that's changing. And change doesn't happen overnight. But in order for you to break something, you begin to do it. And you do it daily till it becomes repetitious. You get what I'm saying? You take one day at a time, one day at a time, one day at a time. Obedience, sacrifice, the commitment, and dedication, and discipline. It takes all of that. It does. And I'm so happy because I'm where I need to be. And I can smile. The smile is from the inside out. And how I'm smiling, that's how my inside is smiling. Because my soul said yes. My soul said yes.
Mom, can I have the last one?
No. And my soul said yes. I just wanted to share that with you all. May not mean much to nobody, But may this bless someone. May this bless someone. You all definitely be blessed. Happy Sunday.